Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. Are you looking for some inexpensive ways to decorate for New Year's? Well then, stay tuned. So I wanted to do just a little bit of decorating for New Year's without spending any additional money, since it is the holiday time. I just want to show you some ideas in case you were looking for some inexpensive ways to do that yourself. So if you have any small pieces of wrapping paper left over at the ends of rolls, or you had some large pieces around presents and you feel wasteful just throwing it away, this is the perfect project for you, because it involves using some wrapping paper that you have just lying around your house. I'm actually using some wrapping paper that I had put on one of my daughter's presents. It wasn't specifically Christmas wrapping paper, which is why I liked it. It was this wrapping paper that looks like musical notes. And since she's a musician, I thought it was appropriate for her. And I actually picked this up last year after Christmas on clearance at Home Goods. And I thought, well, that's really good. I can use that at Christmas time, but I can also use it throughout the year too for presents. And I liked that it was neutral color, so it was good for different things. But basically, this is a strip of wrapping paper, the width of the fabric, and width of the paper, and I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, it's about 6 inches wide. And all I did was take a pen and twist it into a tube around the pen, and then put some tape down at the very bottom. So it's slightly tapered outwards at the top. It makes this tube. If you hear that music in the background, that is the dryer telling me it's done. So anyway, I made quite a few of these tubes out of that recycled piece of wrapping paper. The other thing I did was do some accordion folding of a strip about 1.5 inches wide, and then I made it into a rosette and just kind of taped it in the center here on the back. And then I used some of my hole punches and cut out some punches from scraps of paper I had left over from other projects. So I had some gold, and I had this black and white polka dot that was left over from my younger daughter's 16th birthday, which was 5 years ago. But it was a big enough piece I didn't want to get rid of it. And so I made some rosettes. And this was pretty stiff wrapping paper. As you can see, it's holding its shape very well. This is actually 2 accordion fold pieces put together. Each piece, I would say, was about 18 inches long. If you had a longer strip that you made in one accordion fold, you could actually squish it down in the middle and it would spray out. I had to tape the pieces together. You can see right there, I taped them together to create the rosette. I'll give you a little preview of what I'm going to do with the tubes, and then you can come back on New Year's Day to see a video on how I use these in a tablescape. So there's the rosette. Now, the tubes I am using in a centerpiece along with the bow that was on the package that the wrapping paper came from. And that's actually the benefit of making bows from fabric ribbon, because they can be recycled as well for other purposes. So here is my centerpiece. I had this black glass vase that I had received as a present. Generally, they sell a lot of these at Costco, these square vase floral arrangements, and someone had given me a floral arrangement in this, and I kept it because I didn't have anything like that. I thought it was perfect because it's opaque, so if you want to make an arrangement and not worry about the floral foam showing. It works perfectly, but the black actually works really well for New Year's. And then it ties in with the black on the wrapping paper. And yes, this is wrapping paper. This was just spiraled around and then pulled from the bottom to make the corkscrew. Same thing with the ribbon. It was just spiraled up in a roll and then pulled from the bottom to make like a corkscrew. And, you know, just a normal looped bow here. And then in the inside here, I had a very small piece of floral foam that I stuck in the center. I didn't stick it down with anything. And then I just started putting the tubes that I had made from the recycled wrapping paper all around. And they're fairly even in height around the perimeter. But in the center where the floral foam is, I can lift the tubes up and down to create different height. And then within each tube, not within each, within some of the tubes, I took my fake roses and I have put them into the tube, and I just have them sitting there, and then I have one sprig of the taupe colored Queen Anne's lace from Dollar Tree sitting in one of the tubes in the back, and that's what's holding it in place. Now, this is very appropriate for a New Year's Day tablescape, because one of the things that we always do every year on New Year's Day is watch the Rose Parade. I grew up part of the time in Southern California, and I would watch it every year with my family. We have been a couple of years in person, with my husband and my daughters to actually see it live, and I love doing that. So this year's theme is Melody of Life, and I had this musical paper. I thought that was so appropriate, and I have these fake roses already, so I thought, why not make a centerpiece for my New Year's Day table that will be themed to the Rose Parade, and we can sit and have our, like a continental breakfast while we watch the Rose Parade, and we will be in perfect theme with this year's Rose Parade theme. So come back on New Year's Day and you will see how I put that together. I hope you enjoyed this tip on how to create inexpensive decor for New Year's. You could actually wrap these around some noisemakers too if the noisemakers don't match your decor. That way you have some that will match your decor a little better, and use up some of the leftover wrapping paper. Now that's my washing machine going off with the music in the background, which is also appropriate for this. So anyway, I thank you for tuning in today. I hope you are all having a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing all of you next time. If you're new to my channel, I post several videos a week on how to creatively manage and decorate your home. So I hope you'll consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below and join us here in this community. Thank you all again for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.